Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, May 17, 2020, and welcome to all of you. Happy Sunday. Well, it's hard to believe it's been 2 months in lockdown here in California. And I just tell you, to lose 2 months out of a year is unbelievable. And of course, none of us knows what the future holds. We don't know if cornholio will disappear for a while and roar back in some act two in the fall, or whether it'll be with us all summer. So we have to prepare ourselves, as I've been doing, for these fits and starts. If this is going to open, maybe this will have to close again. We got to keep an eye on cases to make sure they don't spike and overwhelm the system. Thank goodness to this point in time we've not had hospitals really overwhelmed. Do you remember those initial days in February within March, actually March, putting up those temporary field hospitals? It seems like a million years ago, back in January and February, when I saw the photo of Iran where they were digging mass graves, and I just had a really creepy feeling come over me. And of course, I put out my warning in February 16th, to stock up and take charge of your future, because it's going to look a little rough out there. I never imagined everything would be shut down and in a state of confusion. Leadership would be coming unhinged in a lot of places. Presidents would be fighting presidents. Cable networks would be fighting cable networks. It's almost like a script that you could not write. Who would believe this bullshit of what goes on a daily basis? Some governors hiding from cornholio, and other ones standing up and giving it the double-barreled finger. It's certainly strange. Well, we don't live life on a national basis. We live it on a local and a home basis here. And things have been, well, thank goodness I have the Rancho that I can have some kind of order of social distancing and things here. Happy to say, navigating through 2 months here, knock on wood, we've not had any illness or injuries. Have been able to travel safely with a high degree of protection and sanitation to do the things that I think need to be done to report the stories that should be reported out there, and give you a real sense of things that they don't develop on the media. And that's the way I felt about doing the Vegas videos. They gave you a taste of something that you may not see again in your lifetime, and hopefully we won't, but it might be a preview of coming attractions. Yesterday, of course, I did the video driving around with D-Dub Travels, looking at the various homeless situation camps set up here. So I hope that things get consolidated there. A lot of times these charitable organizations in cities believe if you build it, they will come. Well, there's a lot of people that do not like the requirement of being back in at 10 p.m. at night into the tent city, that do not like the selection of food. They do not like to be hemmed in over there. They are creatures and people of the street. So we'll see how that works out as spring gives way to summer. We have our last little nasty bout of rain here on the Rancho. Good for setting the seeds. I'll be doing a video. We probably had about a 60% germination rate, which is pretty good. You can still go back and plant a few vegetables. I think the watering system is performing well, so I'm pretty happy about that. I want to thank D-Dub Travels for an amazing throwdown last night of a steak. My first steak since really February. Back in March, somebody might say, yeah, Rosie, you had the prime rib, but you probably had the prime rib at the Hotel California in Vegas. I did not. I had the pork chops at that particular night. I think I have to go all the way back to February when I had a steak here on the Rancho. So it tasted so good. I know that spot meat shortages are a fact of life in much of the nation, and other people go into grocery stores. My friend Janet, my best friend Janet, and the meats will be fine. Well, we're on the low end of the totem pole here in the hood. We get the non-contracted meat here that doesn't really go elsewhere. And the selection has been horrendous. There's no soups. The supermarket shelves, at least in my area, still look decimated 2 months on after the great stripping out of supermarkets. Keep an eye on that too. As far as today, I may drive over to the coast. I'm not sure if the Sonoma coast is open, and get some nice visuals. I like it when guests come and can see the beauty and magnificence of the Sonoma coast with the wild and woolly waves and rocks. It really is an incredible sight. That, of course, will be weather dependent. The sun comes and goes. Now for the main event, I continue to have people, I had somebody who I've been watching quite a while, and they seem to wrote me overnight they're very miffed at the fact that I've not taken a channel membership on their channel. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I do have 3 people on Patreon that I do support, 3 channels, because I think that they bring content that is worth something. It's not to say that others don't, okay? It's just to say that I felt compelled. One of them I might mention is White Sand, who is a renowned young 23-year-old composer in Vilnius, Lithuania over there, who does amazing work on YouTube. And you'll see I feature so much of his music. It has the dark undertones. It's very cinematic. He is super gifted. And I try on a regular basis to support him because he's one of the guys that says, hey, you don't have to pay to use the music and things. And I think, yeah, I should pay to use it. I should give you something to use the music because I use it a lot and I've used it for years, and I would feel guilty if I didn't do that. But if you're going to be an e-begging person, and the funny thing about this channel is once this person started setting up channel memberships, all of a sudden the flow of videos and the creativity, just the whole focus began on getting money out of people on a monthly basis. Well, we know one other renowned e-beggar whose channel is in the toilet now and is going nowhere on YouTube because the whole focus shifted from making content to to showing life and RVing and Class B camper vans to just being in a can, just begging on a daily basis, using other people for content because of a lack of creativity, a lack of native intelligence. I've gone down that road before. If you have a very low IQ, fighting your way through life can be very difficult, but it does not give you an excuse to bang on other people. But that's that person. This person kind of surprised me. I don't want to feel compelled to do things. Okay, and I've had other people write me, well, Rosie, people see you a lot on YouTube, and this person said people look up to you. I doubt that, I'm a daily presence on YouTube, but according to this person, it would be good because I would set a standard or help set a standard for promoting channel memberships. And I got nothing against channel memberships, but they're not right for everybody. And I tried to explain to this person my philosophy that in my opinion, you could potentially cut out people that have been with you for years that don't have the money or the inclination to put into a monthly membership. And I'm not going to look at them and say, hey, you helped build my channel over 7 years, but now I'm not going to give you all the content that I produce. It's not right for me. Right for other people, that's fine. Do extras. My friend D does things, discounts, merch, and things like that, early readers. That's fine. That's for those people. But this person was basically today, if you're not going to be a member of my channel, then there's no point you even being here. Okay, well, I kind of thought I came because I enjoyed the content, I enjoyed the personality. But okay, yeah, if that's the way you feel about it, I will unsub and I will move on. I'm afraid that YouTube's going to turn into a real money grab in the years ahead, and I'm not sure it's going to be a very pretty sight either. And genuine people will continue to roll through and understand that you put the horse of creativity before the cart of money. produce it, they will enjoy it, they will take care of you. They will have a vested interest in making sure that you continue doing what you're doing because they love you, okay? Not to drive for money and things like that. Anyway, that's my story today, and I'm sticking with it. You win a few, you lose a few, but at the end of the day, it's all okay. All right, darn e-begging, demanding people. Have a great Sunday, everybody.